where it's morning. Oh, it inwood, so I quit, but I gotta unquit because I got shits to do. I got to go put my, holy suffering. That's a good, it's a good, but gotta go put some friggin' my axle in my truck. So I don't got time for this horse's dick today, but we're short materials, eh? Somebody was supposed to come this morning, but the order didn't get filled, and then blah, 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 so he's late as frig with the materials, yada, yada, yada. So friggin' everything's cocked over today. We're gonna get a start a couple hours late anyway, so frig it. I quit. We'll just go to the site. Nobody's answering their phone, so I don't know if they're still in bed, if they're at the site, if they're dead. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, well that's more friggin' like it, eh? We went to the site, we got the boys set up. Do they need anything? This, that, and the other thing. How you doing? Friggin', I just taught them about the new triangle potato that everybody, well, it's just a new thing. You know, most people, they'll end up with this triangle potato in their pocket, and then the triangle potatoes communicate with other triangle potatoes, and that's how the other triangle potato knows different things. But yeah, freaking rights, eh? We'll go back to inwoods and we'll start wrecking another axle, I guess. Freaking rights. But a couple things I'm gonna want to do to it before I friggin' put it in the truck. So they're triangle potato farming. You did. But yeah, we'll just take her ease, boys. Hey, we'll go to inwood and we'll just friggin' take her ease. Piece of friggin' beanie. Friggin' just, you know, see about taking this axle out. Awesome. Friggin' awesome. And note to self too, I mean, I don't know why, I mean, I just didn't do any research at all. I just started friggin', I was just like, oh, fuck it, we'll take the guts out of that one and put it in that one. But you gotta change the pinion and the ring gear. You can't just friggin' get out of the way with your triangle potato truck, mister! You're going 12! You're going 12! But you can't just friggin' yank the guy they're matched. You got matched gears. Hey, I just figured it's 373, it's 373, if I can change this, change that, if I can throw it this and that. I mean, I wanted to avoid doing the pinion. That was my reasoning, but you can't. If you're gonna change the ring gear, you gotta change the freaking pinions, right? But I should have just took the ring gear off of the other one, put it on the limited slip. But Pug one's stupid. Hey, we all learn different ways. Pug one's run the Maji, so it takes a little bit, but either way, she's dickered. We gotta friggin' make the bottom mounts for the friggin' airbags and the end mounts for the track bars and all that stuff. But the most important thing is just gonna be getting that friggin' getting that axle in the truck. Son of a bitch. Oh, and buddy called in sick yesterwards, right? So that would have been, it was 2.5 days, so it was 4th day basically, you know, 3 days, 2.5, didn't finish the day, blah, blah, blah. 4 days. 4th day, starting a new job, calls in sick. The first day he did really good. I was like, oh, this is gonna work, perfect. You know what I mean? But then the second day, not so much, and then the third day, not so much again, and then the 4th day, he takes the day off, and then today's will be his 5th day, and he just simply didn't show up. No, I'm still sick, no friggin', hey, what time should I be there? Nothing. So that's the other thing. If you want to apply for the position that we have available, you need to show up, you need to be on time, you need to do work, and then it'll be somewhat copacetic. I mean, I don't know what jobs these guys had before where you can just stand there and do nothing all day, but yeah, I think we quit that guy. Terrible. Well, we hauled the sumbitch in, me and the old lady. Wow, that's freaking work. Could have just hooked it onto the tractor and this and that, but it's already beat up enough. I don't know. That's like a $80 friggin' brake line instead of friggin', you know, cutting it past that, because now you gotta friggin' undo the friggin' vent with the 2 lines and all this and that. But if they just cut that, you know, that line's about 18 inches long, Just cut it past that. Still cut it, still comes out just as easy, only now when you're putting it back in, you don't have one connection instead of 11. And then of course they cut the wiring, so and then the sensor busted off. And then the dust shield, I don't know what to say. Right there, dust shield was all bent, still pretty bent, but just mangled the dust shield. This is like, man, when you're trying to sell parts, why wouldn't you make them good? I don't know. I don't understand that. When we take out parts, we just undo everything, right? Because then you never know, and it's like, oh, you know, now I got to buy like $100 and some sensor and a friggin' $75 line and a friggin', you know, tear the whole end of the axle to replace the dust shield when it doesn't need to be replaced, you know. But anyway, it's stupid shit like that, you know. But just gonna pull the track bars out, the drive shaft off, loosen off the bolt on the bottom of the airbag, and I guess get the sumbitch up in the air. Holy suffering, wait till you get a load of this. But yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is. The yokem is a little bit different. This is more of the shape of the axle. There's the drive shaft out of the truck. There's the one that come on the axle. Clearly we're not dealing with aluminum axle, or drive shaft, I apologize. But the ends are the same, and I put that nump on the axle in the truck, and it went on, you know, like I didn't put it on, but I fitted her. But not this. See how that one's like round and it's just got like nubs out it? But then this one's square, and just it's square. There's no nubs because it's square. But I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. The drive shaft has like a big donut on it at the transfer case side. Son of a bitch. But yeah, just cleaned it up a little bit. I mean, still got lots to go, just kind of give it a quick scrape, blah blah blah. Tried to get the track bars out, but we're in a little bit of a predicament because they won't come out if you lift it up. So I have to get them out on the ground, but it's not like I friggin' exhausted my resources or anything, but you know, I got onto it and I'm just heaving on it like a fucker, and you know, I just quit. It just got hard, so I quit and started cleaning the axle and stuff. But I still got the fronts out, but I gotta pull the stovepipe up the axle. I might just cut it, save myself the stovepipe, because the bolt's just unbelievable how rusty this sumbitch gets, eh? Wow, undercoat it and everything. They're fox. But I don't think this is the posi traction, or the, you know, we got, that should be spinning over there. And if you spin this, they'll both go for a bit. Oh, see, there we go. So now only the one's spinning and the other one's not. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a stupid dumb goof. I mean, I should probably clean her up. We'll fucking pull the cover. We'll make sure it is a posi, because I was told it was a posi, and if it's not a posi, well, I bought a posi, so where's my axle? You know what I mean? Like, this isn't mine because I bought a posi, and if it's not a posi, it's affecting my axle. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the fucking one guy that we friggin' hired, I mean, explained to him everything, this and that. He told me he's a bricklayer. He says he friggin' understands about pulling string line tight. You know, that's the first thing I said to him. Oh, you're a bricklayer, so you understand about having the importance of pulling your string line tight so that your wall isn't pulling one of them. Oh yeah, totally, this and that. Well, the other day they leveled half the roof with baggy string lines, so the roof isn't level. It's totally fucked, right? So they had to do that over again. You know, and whatever. You know, you're just learning and stuff happens, right? He wants to get paid X amount of dollars to friggin' to do this friggin' work. He also told me that he's not scared of heights. So whatever, you know, blah blah blah, you know, but he wants to get paid X amount of dollars to do this friggin' work, but he won't go close to the edge. He's like laying on his belly and friggin' scooching, you know. It's like, man, you're more scared of heights than I am, for fuck's sakes. What the fuck are you talking about? Technically, the fourth day that he was to be at work, he decided that he's sick and he's not coming in. So all I said was okay. I asked him during the day if he had the DeWalt battery that got missing, And he just said no. And then that was the last I heard of him. I expected him to be at the job site 8 o'clock the next morning, just like he was supposed to be 8 o'clock the morning that he called in sick, right? But so then he doesn't show up, so I'm just like, well, you know, like, I got other shit to do, right? I can't be babysitting dicks. I mean, if you don't want to show up, you obviously don't want a job. I mean, if you're going to take the 4th day of work you have off, you obviously don't want to work. So this absolute dipshits sends me a freaking text message. Hey, so you didn't tell me a time to be at work, so I'm guessing you're firing me. I gotta tell you to be at work at 8 o'clock every day? Okay, I'll be at work at the same time tomorrow. What the fuck, man? So, where and when could I drop off your harness and tool belt? Also, I'm owed $135. $120 for the day I worked, and $15 for pay last week. I was shorted. Can you even believe the nerve of this guy? Like, literally did nothing all day, eh? Like, they leveled half of one side of the roof wrong as fuck, and then it had to be redone, but just simply just couldn't pull a fucking string tight. So I thought that was pretty fucked up, but you know, like I say, you know, everybody makes mistakes, not the end of the world. But to just not show up and start producing paragraphs from Candace about friggin' money owed and friggin' unbelievable. This guy's fucking dicked. Wow. But anyways, it's friggin' didn't get a whole lot done today, but you know, I was doing other shit too. I can't take friggin' 2 weeks off of Inwood and friggin' not have just an absolute heap of shit to do, but hopefully we can get caught up. Party's in a couple days. It was probably yesterday or the day before in real life, but here in the imaginary world of the two tubes, friggin' we just make up what day it is. But oh, I'm tired as frig. It's been a long friggin' couple weeks there. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks actually, I don't even know. But anyways, boys, I do gotta go to the job site tomorrow for a little bit. Anyways, so friggin' do some switcheroo. Might be getting some more equipment. Get some more equipment, but we'll have to Dantas what we Santos in that accord. But hopefully we can just get this friggin' axle in the Moro factor and be on with our dance. Cause yeah, I got a couple other things that I want to do in the next friggin' minute, and this is just cocking over my program. So in the accordulation of not missing a Vitya tonight, we'll call her a cigarette. Would have liked to have gotten a little bit more done, but way she friggin' goes, eh? Son of a bitch doesn't want to come apart for me. So I quit. Plus I'm tired and hungry, and tomorrow's another dirt, so friggin' anyways, boys, I will figure fudge that like button if you missed them couple bitches from earlier in the week, but anyways, there you go, another dick by one button. Until tomorrow.
Don't let the Walters get you.